Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is iGoRawr and welcome to Let's Auraxium, and today I can truly and freely wave my planet-side edict around for the entire internet to see. Because today we are going to be taking a look at the Mercenary, the new conglomerate's default carbine. Now today we're going to be doing something a little bit different, because this entire episode of Let's Auraxium has been edited by top new conglomerate propagandists. I mean movie producers. So all the editing, all the special effects, and all the text overlays of the information about the weapon have been done by the best the new conglomerate has to offer. Now with all of that out of the way, let's look at the stats. But first, let's all take a moment to celebrate freedom. Freedom. Starting off with a fire rate of, oh dear God, all these notes have been written in crayon on the back of an envelope with the words bonus check on the other side of it. Okay, well I'll try reading it anyways. Starting off with a fire rate of 600 rounds per minute, a damage model of 167 damage up to 10 meters, dropping off to 125 damage at 70 meters. And I'm about 90% sure meters is not spelt M-E-A-T-H-E-R. Meter. Nope, that is not correct. Next is the reload speed of 1.8 seconds for a short reload and 2.75 seconds for a long reload, with a magazine size of 30 rounds. And finally is its velocity of 500 meters per second. Oh, I'm sorry, what's that? Oh, read the other side of the paper? Oh, okay. This episode of Let's Auraxium is brought to you by Conglomco Weapon Systems. Conglomco! Kill 'em dead. Wait a minute. You're making me do your advertising now? Oh, what the fuck? This isn't what I signed up for! Oh my god, you useless goddamn NC engineer! Get your fat fingers off the keyboard! I'm not that fat, you fucknut! Alright, that's it, we're done. Alright, well, let's try that again, shall we? So that brings us to our final question, is this gun worth your time? And the answer is fuck yes. There are a small handful of weapons in this game that I can't understand why are not more popular or praised as being some of the best in their class. And the Mercenary is absolutely no exception to just that. In fact, I think this weapon is so damn good, I'm surprised right now there is not a choir of angels descending from the heavens singing its name while having multiple orgasms. And because I know Cornflakes is watching, you can just imagine it's a choir of tentacle monsters, you weirdo. Anyways, so why do I think the Mercenary is, well, quite literally the second coming of Christ? And it comes down to two real reasons. The first of which is that it's essentially the Pulsar C on crack, and the second of which is that, at least in my opinion, it's one of the best, if not the best, default weapon in the game. So let's start with the whole Pulsar C on crack idea. Although they may look and sound very different, once you get down to the recoil stats and the fine details, they are pretty much the same weapon. And just like the Pulsar C, it has that magical thing that makes it absolutely outstanding to use. Not only does the Mercenary have a perfectly consistent recoil, meaning that every shot you take will recoil exactly the same way every time you pull the trigger, it also has no horizontal recoil bias, meaning that every shot you take will recoil straight up with zero variation to the left or right. And if you look at the detailed stats, it pretty much is the Pulsar C. Yes, the recoil tolerance and the recoil decrease is slightly worse, but they're nearly non-existent because of its perfectly consistent recoil pattern. But all of this information might be a little bit too convoluted for some people to understand, so at face value, what is the Mercenary? The Mercenary is a Pulsar C that kills a little bit faster with the few drawbacks that come with faster firing weapons, that being a slightly slower reload, a little bit more recoil on your first shot, and a tiny bit less velocity. Now do note that the Mercenary does not have a compensator or an advanced forward grip like the Pulsar C does. so it's not as effective at range as the Pulsar C would be, but it's pretty damn close. God, I just spent about 1/4 of my first NC review jerking off Vanu. No bias, guys, I swear! So moving on to my second point, and that is, I feel like it's one of the best, if not the best, default weapon in the game. But before I talk about that, I do need to get 2 people in here. So hold on a second. Hey, Track 5, Gasa. Yeah, get over here, I need to talk to you too. Okay, good. Now that you're both here, I would like to introduce you to someone. His name is Mercenary. He has a perfectly consistent recoil pattern, meaning that it's extremely easy to handle for a newer player. And, in the hands of a skilled player, it's relatively easy to land headshots. Also, he has a relatively middle-of-the-road time to kill, meaning that it's a rounded weapon. And at least in my experience, it's pretty damn competent at all ranges. Now, Track 5, what is it that you do again? Oh, that's right. You have all the accuracy of a stormtrooper and have recoil that makes me feel like I'm drunk and make about 90% of TR players buy the Jaguar. And Gasa, I have a question for you. How many of my goddamn certs do you need to eat in attachments before you're any good? 100? 200? Perhaps 300? No, I'm thinking more like 330. 330 certs for one gun on one class for a new player. This is why people don't like you guys, okay? You are not friendly to new players. Look at the screen. Look at it. You see that? That's good. Now look in the mirror. You see that? That's bad. And god damn it, Orion, I can hear you laughing your ass off over there. Knock it off. Anyways, wait. Hold up. What's that sound? Ladies and gentlemen, the Track 5 has just pissed itself. I'll be back in a moment. Anyways, so I think it's such a damn good default weapon because of how easy it is to use for newer players, even without a single attachment. There are a lot more finer points to my reasoning for it, but I'm out of funny shit to say to segue into other ideas. So that's it for this time, guys. My name's iGoRawr, and I'll see you all next time. Oh wait, AV turret. No, not color.
Oh god! Oh god! No! No! No!
Mistakes were made. Oh my god!
Yeah, that's why I turned around.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why I tried to nope as quickly as possible. Look at all of them.
Oh my god.